Hey, welcome back. And today I wanted to talk about how to use the power of good offers to get unlimited flooring leads for your flooring company. There is a lot to unpack and a lot of things you can talk about when it comes to offers. But there's really four things here that I really would like to go over with you that I hope is helpful and brings some sort of value to your flooring company, and you can like actually use this, implement this today, take action today to actually start getting some good flow of good flooring leads coming in that lead to appointments and lead to sales, which ultimately is the goal here. Like that's why we're going to be talking about the importance of using offers and the psychology behind it, and how you can actually implement this is so that you can close more jobs and get more customers. That's that's and a lot of what I talk about here. It's going to be all formulated around that. That is the end goal, and the end purpose is to get more customers for your flooring company. So I hope this is a really valuable thing for you. Take pieces from this as you wish, that you can implement for your company. So the first thing I wanted to go over was just a couple of myths behind using offers. It's funny because we work with flooring companies on their marketing. Like we kind of take over their digital marketing, and we start talking strategy, and we're like, hey, we want to do this, we want to do that. We think this is going to work really well. We've seen this work well in the past with other clients of ours doing their marketing. And a lot of that involves offer creation. And so, first, what I mean by an offer is like, hey, this is what we will do for you. This is what our company does in exchange for money, essentially. Right. So, like, you guys, a lot of you guys, I'm assuming listening, offer flooring services, a flooring, material if you have a storefront, or installation services in exchange for money. Right. That's kind of at the base level what an offer is. But specifically, what I'm talking about here today is not just going to be like that very, very basic definition of like, hey, this is what we do for you in exchange for money type thing. But it's more so like, whether it's a special discount or it's financing or it's, a kind of a base offer, like a free estimate, free quote, like anything like that, or a buy one, get one. Like that's kind of the offers I'm talking about today. And so anyway, when I'm talking to some of our clients about, hey, we need to do some sort of offer, or even just talking to people in general that aren't clients of ours, there's kind of some pushback with that. I think because, especially when you start talking about like buy one, get one 50% off, or, like discounts, like percentage off, dollar amounts off. There is kind of this mindset with it. I think people go to where it's like, oh, but if I do that, I'm going to get the cheap people. Like I'm going to get the people that just want to get their flooring done in their home or buy flooring from my store because they saw the discount. And now they're going to be a cheapo customer and they're going to be crap. And I get that. And I think there is a level to that where, sure, okay, that might be a little bit true for a small percentage of people. But like when you think about it, like just from outside of the flooring industry, offers are everywhere. Like when it comes to marketing and advertising, creating and using offers in your marketing, it's just kind of what you're supposed to do. That's what everybody does, right? It's a necessary ingredient to use in your marketing to get leads coming in, and of course to get quality leads and get appointments, and to get jobs and customers out of that. So just because, you start to use offers, or like, start to get creative with that, don't think it's like one of those things where you're going to get cheap customers. Or another myth I hear, or like pushback I hear, is like, well, I don't need to create offers. Like I do really good work and I work off referrals and word of mouth and stuff. And so, my work and my experience and my, reviews and stuff will speak for itself, right? My name around town will speak for itself. That's a good enough offer. Right. And so, uh, and that's not really what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, sure, you do good work, and like, you get referrals and word of mouth. That's fantastic. But in the context of this conversation today, this is if you're wanting to do more actual digital online marketing for your flooring company to get inbound leads coming in. And so a lot of times, like, yeah, you can leverage those things like your past experience, reviews, things like that. But offers are just an incredible ingredient, like I said, to have success in online marketing. And so the main thing you're trying to do is you're trying to get people into your world, right? People that were not in your world before, to get them interested into your world. Now, a lot of times, what people will do when they're starting out doing digital marketing for their flooring company is they'll just kind of make a couple maybe posts, or just say, hey, go to our website, or even create a couple ads, but they're just very, very general, right? It's like, hey, this is we're Bob's Flooring. We've been in business for 25 years. We do really good work. You know, go to our website, give us a call for a free quote, right? Like very, very basic stuff. And people get frustrated because when they run stuff like that, they're like, man, I'm not getting anything. Like nothing is actually coming through the door, or, I'm not actually getting appointments, or like my phone's not ringing. Um, when in reality, that's what you're doing, is your offer is not good enough. That's what it comes down to when you're talking about digital marketing, whether it's social media advertising, it's Google advertising, a lot of your direct response marketing, which is going to be your Facebook, Instagram ads, your TikTok ads, your Google ads, next door ads, right? Things like that, where you're advertising your flooring company specifically. Your offer is just not good enough, right? And so that's a lot of what we're talking about here today. So those are just kind of a couple of the myths that I see a lot. But one thing that offers do, kind of my second thing I want to talk about out of the four things, is offers separate you from the crowd and they create urgency. So going back to my example of Bob's Flooring, whenever he just, creates a very, very basic ads or some posts or whatever it is, he's not standing out from the crowd because that's what everybody is saying. Everybody says the same stuff. They're like, hey, yeah, we have all this experience and we do hardwood and vinyl and carpet and blah, 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 blah. Go to our website, give us a call for a free estimate. Man, everybody is saying that. You do not look different. Like no one is going to enter your world and get it and want to book an appointment with you just from you saying that. Yeah, you're going to get some from that, but when it comes to direct response digital marketing, what we're talking about here today, that's not going to cut it a lot of times. And so I'll give you a quick example here. So, if you run, let's say, a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad, some type of social media ad, running an offer like let's call it a 20% off offer on all of our flooring products or floor installation services for the month of April only. So let's say you have two examples here. You've got, in the Bob's Flooring example, and one ad, Bob's Flooring, he's saying, hey, yeah, we got 25 years experience. Go to our website, give us a call for a free quote. And in the other ad, you have all the other things that I said, right? Like of the experience and like, yeah, have that stuff in there. But then you throw in, hey, we're doing 20% off for the month of April only for new customers. Think about the difference there of what happens. You're giving people a call to action now. You're creating urgency within them to actually use you and use you right now, right? As opposed to using another flooring company that might be running advertising or whatever it is, and they don't have any offers like that. They're going to be more lenient to use you over somebody else. So it creates this urgency in people to take action on why they should use you. And so and it separates you from the crowd because, like I said, everybody's doing the same stuff. If everybody's just offering free estimates all the time and stuff, like you're just not separating yourself. And an offer doesn't have to include dollars or dollar amounts off or percentages off or buy one get ones. There's so many things you can bring to an offer, and I'll probably make a separate maybe video or kind of teaching on this. But you can say something like, if you do a mobile showroom, a part of your offer, it can be like, hey, we bring the showroom to you, get a quick and free quote, right? So kind of in mixing your offer there, yes, the end goal is to get a quote, but you're saying, hey, we're going to come to you as opposed to you having to go to a store. So using that as a headline, using that as a separator from you from the crowd and your other competition, it's going to work really well. And also, so just quick little word changes can really change the power of an offer. A lot of times, people are going to say, "Hey, get a free estimate, get a free quote." Right? That's what everybody says. If you just change it, tweak it just a little bit to where you say "quick" and "free quote," you add in the word "quick" right there. What that's going to do in people's minds is they're going to say, oh, wow, yeah, I'm kind of interested in flooring here. I want a quote, but these guys says they'll do it quick, as opposed to the other guys, they just say they're going to do it for free. Right. So it's like, it's not a crazy, crazy difference, right? But we've even seen it in doing the marketing for lots of flooring companies. We got lots of data and we test these things. We test different offers, different ways of wording things. And these things make a huge, huge difference sometimes. Not all the time, but those little things in your offer can make a difference. And it doesn't have to be a dollar amount or percentage off, right? It can be financing, right? It can just be uh, you know, your kind of your USP, your unique selling proposition. Like, hey, book an estimate, we give you an Amazon gift card, right? Like just things like that. Just you can get really, really creative with this stuff. It can be a lot of fun. But it's really the biggest thing that can it's the biggest lever to pull and makes the biggest difference in your marketing is your offer. So as you're testing different images, different headlines, different copy, videos, whatever it is, the offer is going to be the biggest lever to pull because that's what people care about the most is the offer. They don't care about what color the button is or what maybe type of flooring picture you have on your ad, right? So that's kind of a side note, but I'll kind of speed this up here. But number 3 out of the 4 here I wanted to talk about with offers is offers can be used at multiple levels in the funnel. I'll give you a quick example. So let's go back to our Facebook ad, Instagram ad example. A lot of times, and this is something we'll test a lot too with the flooring companies we work with, is you do an offer on the front end, right? Like a good juicy offer. Let's call it, 20% off offer for floor installation services on all types of, floor installation. Just really simple offer, right? But pretty good one. You can use that on the front end to get people to message you, to fill out a form, right? Kind of that first initial touch point, that first inquiry, to get them to become a lead, someone that kind of raised their hand that's interested. So you can use the offer right there on the front end, or man, something we've actually been testing a lot that I've seen work really, really well recently is you kind of have an okay, kind of normal offer. You kind of use more of the wording and benefits in your offer rather than dollar amounts, percentages off. So on the front end offer, you would have like, hey, we bring the showroom to you, get a quick and free quote type thing. So we're not talking about dollar amounts off, percentages off. So that's the front end to get them to submit a form, to message, whatever. And then what we've been doing and testing and seeing a lot of good success in is on the thank you page, let's say, like if you submit a form, which is a very basic way to capture a lead digital marketing wise, they submit a form. And then on the thank you page that's when you hit them with a dollar amount percentage off offer. And we've seen a lot of success with that because we're incentivizing people. Hey, if you want this offer, you have to book an appointment. That's what we're saying. So you have to book a time on the calendar with your address if you want to get the 20% off offer or whatever the offer is. So, and then, so that's on the appointment level. You have the lead level, and you kind of have the appointment booking level. And then on the sales level, whenever you're in the home, you can hit people with specific offers in your pitch, right? Like you can get really creative with this stuff, guys, to where when you're in the home of somebody, you can come up with an offer in your head right there just to incentivize them to use you as opposed to the 3 other guys, 5 other guys, 10 other guys that are coming to their home and giving them estimates. I promise you, 90%, I may even say higher, at least 90% of people or flooring companies going out and giving estimates in homes are not hitting people with special off the cuff offers like that. Like in the conversation with them in their home with the homeowner saying, hey, Mr. Johnson, yeah, this is this is the quote, with everything you've asked for. But so this is the price and everything. I know for sure, very confident we can take care of this for you. We got a lot of experience doing it. I know we can kind of take care of this problem for you and get you this new floor installed or whatever it is. But actually, I wanted to. This is the price, but I did want to do something special because I really like you a lot, Mr. Johnson. And like I want to make sure like we make this work for you. So we're going to do a special 10% off offer for you. So this is the actual price. Things like that, right? That's a very brief, very basic example, but and that's not going to work in, maybe some situations, but that's what I'm saying here is like you can use offers in a lot of dynamic ways and in different ways. Number four, last thing I wanted to talk about is just kind of some examples of offers to get some flooring leads coming in and a lot of them. And I already kind of mentioned a lot of these, but man, just some quick ones you can use that I've seen a lot of success in um, that work well. Like whether you're running a Facebook, Instagram ad, a Google ad, a TikTok ad, whatever it is. If you're even just doing like door hangers or you know, whatever it is, like, yards in or signs in people's yards, like the medium doesn't matter here. Like you can put offers on anything. You can use a carrier pigeon with a piece of paper in it and has an offer that goes to someone, right? But in whatever way you're doing it, seeing a lot of success with like $500 off, for this month only, right? For April only, off of our floor installation services or flooring material, whatever it is. You can do 10% off and get a quick and free quote, right? So you're kind of using quick and free quote, but also you've got a little bit of bonus in there with 10% off. That works really well. Financing, of course, 0% financing, for 12 months, whatever it is you do financing wise, that's a really good one. There's lots of different ones here. Like it's really a matter of like, how far you want to go here, because the juicier you can make it, the better your results are going to be, right? So anyway, that's just kind of a brief overview of just a few things I wanted to talk about when it comes to using the power of good offers to get really, like, I really believe, like, unlimited flooring leads. That's how powerful this stuff is if it's used correctly. So let me know if you have any questions. If you want to talk about this more, you can leave a comment below, or you can schedule a call. I can talk about this more with you just to kind of talk shop. Love to do that regardless of if we work together or not. But that's all I got for today. Let me know again if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next one.